Under many combat circumstances, having journalists alongside to capture the action becomes too risky. However, documenting conflict is all too important to the US military. This is why the Combat Camera Group was born out of World War II. Its videographers and photographers have documented the perilous conditions the military comes under. They were crucial in capturing the events of military history and activity. Having photography and videography of the action is vital to both public consumption and getting timely visual intel. Having photographers who are embedded within the military helps those around them because they went through the same training and are a part of their unit, allowing them not to get in the way and to understand how the operation works. This is the story of the Navy Combat Camera Group. During World War I, there were no organized camera groups, and photos were left to war photographers and journalists. By the time World War II came around, the military recognized the necessity for an organized group. Thus, the Combat Camera, or COMCAM, was born. Each military branch had its own. Our focus today is on the Navy COMCAM. Sailors in COMCAM were strapped with film cameras and sent to provide intelligence and tell the stories of those on the front lines from the perspective of those on the front lines. They captured such operations as the attack on Pearl Harbor, the Doolittle Raid, the Battle of Midway, and many landings throughout the Pacific Theater, such as the landing on Iwo Jima. Although not part of the Navy Camera Group, one such cameraman was none other than Sergeant William Homer Janoust, who captured the iconic raising of the flag on Iwo Jima. In 1951, the Pacific Combat Camera Group was formally established following the onset of the Korean War. They covered and documented movements in the Pacific, such as naval activities, exercises, and operations, becoming crucial in providing visual records and supporting public affairs efforts. The Atlantic Fleet Combat Camera Group, originally known as the Atlantic Fleet Motion Picture Unit, was also established around the same time, and would become prominent in the years during later conflicts in the Middle East. And as warfare evolved, so did COMCAM. They documented airstrikes, amphibious assaults, and humanitarian efforts. They are involved in the Gulf War with Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm, as well as operations throughout Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya. However, on July 19, 2018, the U.S. Navy COMCAM completed its final mission, and on October 1st of 2018, the combat camera units of the Navy were disestablished, ending its 67 years of service. We honor these men in our line of Navy combat camera figures, available now at minifigco.com.